Okay, next we are going to look at bathtubs and making bathtubs accessible. Reason we have bathtubs being accessible is sometimes people want to keep their bathtub either because say they may have young children and there's only one bathroom in the house, and they want to keep the bathtub because they want to give the young children baths. Another reason is there are some disabilities where it's necessary to take warm baths to soak for things like muscle pains or joint pains, and they need to soak in a bathtub for to help um, medicate that disability. So there's are some reasons to have a accessible bathtub. So we'll look at a couple of different ways to make a bathtub accessible according to ADA. Again, don't have to follow this for your own home, but these are be some things to kind of go off of to make your own home accessible potentially. So in this first example here, we have a bathtub, and then we have some grab bars here, and then a seat here at the back of the tub. So what we start out here is these grab bars. This one here is 33 to 36 inches off the floor, and see is a 24 inches or 2 feet minimum. And these two back ones, two parallel ones, got 12 inches from the end. On the back, 15 inches that accommodates the seat, and this one is going to be the same as this one, 33 to 36 inches off the floor, and the second one is 8 to 10 inches above the tub. So obviously if somebody's getting into the tub, you want to have these bars because it helps them get in the tub, and then the two back here helps someone to kind of lower themselves into the tub so they have something to hold on to. And then the seat in the back is a way to actually, maybe they want to come in and sit at the tub and then slide in, and then when they get out, can again kind of slide back up using the grab bars, and then be able to sit on this bench and then come out. Or they may fill the tub, you know, and kind of like do like a sponge bath almost. Sit here and then use fill the tub with water and then use a sponge to bathe themselves. So that's one of the reasons to have the seat here in the back. And again, we have the controls here offset. So just in case you still want to get things started without having to be inside. And the second one, so you have a bathtub, and in order to get that seat in the back, like in the other example, that's going to involve a lot of removing walls and other things, and it's just not as practical. So another way, especially if you're trying to retrofit a accessible bathtub, what you can do is have this as just like a little bench that sits across the bathtub, and then you have a grab bar in the back, two grab bars on the long wall, and the grab bar again on the short control wall. So same thing, 33 to 36 inches for this grab bar, this one here, and then this grab bar in the back as well. And then the second one is 8 to 10 inches above the bathtub. A little bit different in terms, so these back ones are a little bit shorter, so 24 inches maximum here. So they can be a little bit longer, and then same thing, 12-inch maximum there. So again, these can be a little bit longer. They can actually go all the way across if that's the preference. So kind of the same concept, using the grab bars to help get someone in. This one here again, so if they're stepping over, they have a little bit more something extra to hold onto, and then sit down on a bench. And nice thing about this bench is though you can position it wherever you want to. You can have it in the middle, in the back if you want a little closer, so someone can reach the controls. Again, the same concept. If they want, they can maybe scoot down, or then sitting back up, or kind of doing it again, sitting down and then doing something like along the lines of a sponge bath as well. So those are a couple of options according to ADA to make a bathtub accessible. So now we're going to look at a couple of examples. Excuse me, one example of a accessible bathtub. I believe this is in a hotel. So this one looks pretty nice. You got the two grab bars in the back. along the long wall, and a grab bar in the back, and I'm sure they'll have some over here. The only thing missing here, they don't have the bench that goes across. I'm sure that's something that the hotel could provide when it's needed. And a little nice thing here, you got the curved shower curtain, so it kind of gives the feeling of a little bit more space within the bathtub. So quick reviews and recommendations for accessible bathtubs. Another extra thing I didn't talk about before is make sure you have a little bit of a textured grip or a bath mat at the bottom, so that way there's no or it reduces the risk of potentially slipping and falling in the bathtub. The seat can be placed across the bathtub, or you can have the built-in seat at the back of the tub. Again, uh, what those drawings showed were ADA requirements, but just put the grab bars where you feel they are most comfortable and useful for you. But those guidelines from the ADA again can be used as a starting point. Uh, Recommend having a handheld shower with a glide bar that's reachable from the seat, so that way those two examples show the controls on the on your typical on that end wall, but again you can put the controls on that long back wall as well as another option. So then that way you're sitting down at the back of the tub, you can still control the water. Um, Also recommend that the controls, like I said, be reachable from the seat. Controls can be located on that back wall again. A lot of things on the market you might see are the clamp-on grab bars that can be put on the side of the tub. So let's go back here. So like a grab bar that can be clamped on to the side here. So one thing about those, you can use extreme caution with those, because even though you can get those on pretty tight, there's still a lot of risk of them slipping and moving on you, or even damaging. If it's like a fiberglass tub, it can crack and break the tub. Not as much a risk for like a cast iron one, but again, just the whole slippage issue is something to use caution on. If space allows, they make floor to ceiling poles, and those can be used to help steady oneself when entering and exiting a bathtub. You'll see an example of that later on when we talk about toilets, but just keep note of that you can get these floor to ceiling poles. Some of them even have a bar that comes out, so it gives you a little bit extra to hold on to while entering and exiting a bathtub.